Having self-confidence and self-love allows us to navigate relationships with authenticity and assertiveness. We are more likely to attract and maintain connections with individuals who respect and appreciate us for who we are. And it also enables us to recognize red flags and stand up against any form of emotional abuse or manipulation. And remember, when you're investing in your own well-being, it's not only about being a beneficiary to ourselves, but also it influences the quality interactions of the relationships. And it also prioritizes self-confidence, self-love, and setting healthy boundaries. And we can foster an environment of just mutual respect and create opportunity to just contribute and become positive role models in our own life. All right, we're going to go deeper into emotional abuse and emotional abuse tactics. And we're going to talk about gaslighting. And gaslighting, this is a sneaky little trick that are played by emotional abusers, and they just love to pull this little game card. And it's just this twisted little dance where they manipulate us with guilt trips and use shame. And all these things, they're all designed just to mess with our heads. And they try to make you doubt your own reality. And they're kind of like magicians that are just constantly pulling out rabbits out of a hat. And the reality and the world and the illusions and the delusions just keep changing time and time again. And it's almost never ending, like that scarf that the magicians can pull out of their arm just seems to go on forever and ever and ever and ever. And you can't hold them to it. You can't hold them down to one reality. And here's the thing, when we lack a bit of self-trust, when our confidence is low and when we're just low in self-love, we become easy targets to narcissistic manipulative mind games. It's like we sneak into the lion's den and we're wearing a suit just made of steak. Because when you do that, it's like when you walk into those environments without self-love, without confidence, without courage, it's just like we're asking for trouble. And gaslighting, it's incredibly manipulative. It messes with our thoughts, our emotions, and our experience. And they try to warp this reality and make us question just our gut instincts and our intuition. But let me tell you, when you truly love and respect yourself, when you stand tall in your beliefs, you can act like a skyscraper in this twisted world of narcissistic games and tactics. And yeah, when we're being gaslit, it feels like we're stuck in a funhouse with all these little twisted mirrors and distorted perceptions that just keep being thrown at us. And they want you to feel like you're losing your marbles, like you're starring in your own episode of Crazy Town. But remember, you don't have to doubt yourself because no one needs to believe in you except for you. So don't let narcissistic abusers mess with your mind. Hold on to your sanity like it was the last piece of chocolate in the world. So go ahead, trust your gut, embrace the truth, and show them that their mind games, they're just not going to work on you. You're stronger than their twisted tactics. Just rise up and reclaim your power. It's important to recognize that the moment you start questioning yourself, you're already thinking about it. Now, when you find yourself like doubting and questioning and second guessing yourself, that's already a sign that something is already up. But guess what? You got the power now to trust in yourself and validate your own experience. But keep in mind that you're the driver of your own life. And your intuition, yeah, that's your GPS. And that's going to guide you to the destination that you want. So when you're with those narcissistic gaslighters, try to throw them off the track. Remember that you are a self-believer, and your own self-trust, well, that's going to act like an impenetrable force field. And nobody's going to mess with you. No narcissistic little bully with their emotional abuse tactics is going to get through to you. And of course, the antidote to narcissistic and emotional manipulation is self-love, self-worth, and self-trust. Those three things, those are like hitting the gym for your mind and for your soul. And when you treat yourself with love and respect that you deserve and honor your thoughts and your feelings and your intuitions, you become a fortress against manipulation, and gaslighting means nothing. You become untouchable. Trusting yourself, that's your North Star, guiding you through a whole stormy sea of just relationships and situations. No matter how messy the narcissistic games are, you know the right direction and you know which way you need to go. You become your own inner compass, and that always points in the right direction. And no matter what others say or think, you know your truth, and that's all that really matters. So it just keeps going back to, when narcissistic relationships, what we really need to is just create this unshakable sense of self-trust, that unwavering belief in ourselves. And it's time to embrace our own inner power and become the captains of our own ship. So trust yourself, validate your experience, and let your self-belief shine like a million stars up in the sky, in galaxies, all coming down, radiating towards you, because you know you got this. So knowledge is the ultimate power in this game. Narcissists are unaware of their own behavior, which means that we can actually be aware of it, and we can act and change our behavior according to whatever tactics are being used. So we're going to level up just basically our understanding of emotional abuse and all those little sneaky little tactics, and we're going to dive deeper into different aspects. We're going to arm ourselves with knowledge and become warriors of compassion and empathy, and we're going to pave our way for a society where emotional well-being and relationships and healthy relationships thrive. And it's time to just break the cycle. It's important to recognize that emotional abuse can manifest in different forms, and it may not always be overt or easily identifiable, but it can leave lasting impacts on our own mental health, our own self-confidence, and relationships with others. And understanding the signs of emotional abuse and raising awareness is critical in breaking the cycle and fostering healthier relationships. By educating ourselves and others about emotional abuse, we can empower individuals to set boundaries, to prioritize self-love and self-care, and seek healing. Healing from emotional abuse often requires self-reflection, self-confidence, and the support of a community. If you have experienced narcissistic abuse or emotional abuse and are seeking the support on your healing journey, I encourage you to visit narcovery.com. There you can find resources and guidance and a community of people who have gone through very similar circumstances. And take the first step towards your healing and reclaiming your own well-being. Remember that you are not alone and there is support available to you, and together we can create a world where emotional abuse is not only recognized, but it's prevented, and survivors actually get the healing that they need and go around to heal others. Hope you like this clip on emotional abuse. The link to the full video is in the descriptions. Please like and follow.